Remember what I've been teaching everybody about having backups. So I've done my whole day today. My whole day so far has been done with my backup gun. And if I didn't have this backup line, this is the my main bay. My main bay is right here. So my main gun here, I have it precariously set like that because the product is off, and I don't want to disturb it. So if I accidentally hit it the wrong way, product will start leaking out the gun because I never installed an off valve for product. So there's an off line for air, but no off valve for product. The trigger being let go is the off valve. So in the case with that other gun, my main gun, it's a Lemmer gun, and there's a seal on it, an O-ring seal. I had it somewhere. Anyway, just take my word. Oh, it's in here actually. It blew today. There it is. So there's a tiny little metal O-ring, and I put a regular O-ring in there thinking, oh, maybe that'll hold, but it didn't. So this is what the new Lemmer gun looks like. So I have a new one, and then I'm faced with the decision instantly. You know, when my main one breaks, customers are waiting. And my thought is, I like my main gun, I'm going to repair it. But then I would have to be taking the parts from here for now, even though it's just one little O-ring. I knew that this would eventually happen, so I ordered a spare, which is not a cheap gun, by the way. This is like $700 right there. So my plan is that I'm going to, at the end of the day, put a brand new gun on my main gun line, even though I like the original, I like the one that's on there from a few years ago. And then I'll use the old one for parts. That's the plan. But in the moment when the gun breaks, my customers are waiting, I don't need to go explain to my customer, I'm sorry, this is going to take me an extra 20, 30 minutes. All these lines that you see, all the black lines, are full of rust check. So it's not as easy as just, take the gun off the connects at the end and put a new one on. Like, I have to bleed the lines out. Otherwise, I'll be pissing out rust check everywhere while I'm trying to change it. So like I said, I have it precariously put in this bin right here with the valve off. And if I accidentally hit that trigger, it would start bleeding out rust check. So I have a main valve here for both of the lines, main and backup. Right there, main line, right here. And I never installed... and it's coming off the pump. See the two black lines coming off the pump? I never installed a secondary shutoff, which, there's a shutoff there, so I still don't think that I need one. It's not that big of a deal. Plus, the more shutoffs you install, the more to go wrong. So regardless, I teach you guys, always have a backup for the backup. So my backup I'm using right now, my customers... uninterrupted. This is my third vehicle. I'll have another one in today for rust check. Customers don't know. If I didn't tell anybody, nobody would know what happened. So I'm using my backup gun, which works just fine. I like my main gun that I use, but the backup line works fine. I'm using that, and customers are unaffected, and at the end of the day, I will get to the repair. So that is why I always have a backup for the backup. This was the backup. This is the backup for the backup. So it's not enough in life, especially if you're running a business or running a shop on your own. It's not enough to just rely on everything. Like, you need to have a backup. And if you're a successful businessman, you'll have a backup for the backup. So this is my backup hoist, my main hoist. So this is why people don't get into this business and stay in it for very long, because they don't realize all the things that you need to get in, all the backups that you need to have. Like, I have backup pumps, these Graco pumps. I have backup pumps. There's one there, there's one here, another one there. I have a backup compressor. I have a backup line in case all else fails. I can take this line that free sprays product without mixing it in the gun. When you see black and orange lines, that's me mixing the product. So mixing air and product in the gun itself, which is why it has to be a specific thing. It's not just a free spray gun like this one. So Yeah, fam. It is what it is. It's something I keep teaching, I keep preaching. Have a backup. And if you want to go deeper, have a backup for the backup. And days like today can go off without a hitch, unaffected, moisturized, staying in my own lane, still making money, and nobody even knows unless I would have told you. So I told you, and now you know.